Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. You take a look at Cleveland. And it's the Suns to start out. George outside. Drives to the hoop. Here's Mobley. Not going to go that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. And Grant, you look at these rosters, a lot of talent in the backcourt.
Oh, a sign of the times, B.A. Agility and skill is in demand, and that is on display tonight.
James with the ball. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game. Here's Anthony. Kicks it out to Siakam. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Turner, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball.
You have to respect the impact Miles Turner has on the defensive end of the floor. He's led the league in blocks, and that is no easy task in an NBA full of aggressive defenders.
And here they come. Siakam in the post. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Now, here is James. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And I think you have to attribute Turner's defensive prowess to more than just his physical gifts.
Oh, my goodness, no question. It's his awareness, right? There is a talent to anticipating shooters and when they want to release the basketball. It isn't just a matter of using length and agility. It's about the IQ as well.
James attacking. Out to Anthony. There's a screen by Turner. Fires for 3. And Anthony hits from deep.
Well, this is why Carmelo can be so scary when he's coming off the pick and roll. Just so many ways he can hurt you.
George with it. Turner covering. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there. But his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him.
Boy, it's hard not to think about Paul George and what many consider to be that devastating leg injury he suffered. There were people who doubted whether he could come back. And now, stronger than ever.
And here are the Suns now, after the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. It's George with the drive. There's the triple. The rebound by Turner. And with Paul George in that injury, as it happened, we weren't sure he'd ever play again.
That's exactly right. It shows the determination he has and how much love for the game of basketball. He overcame that physical setback and the mental toll that's part of that, and still enjoying an incredible NBA career.
Here's Gobert. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
Here's James. And the layup falls. James has got his second basket of the game.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's George. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Second chance effort. Yep, that one goes.
Boy, what a nice job by Rudy Gobert. Thin frame, yes, but able to take the contact and still finish.
Pass to Turner. Out to James. Back to Turner. James up top. Back to Turner. On the take. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And the Suns with possession. Picked by Gobert. George with it. Turner covering. Stolen by Siakam. Three-pointer, Anthony. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Anthony's got 6.
You know, you can tell the three-point shot is something that Melo has developed over his course of time in the league.
Here's George. And too long on the shot.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Mobley. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And that one is stuffed right through.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
Now, here is James. They lead by 1. Over to the left wing. Turner for 3. Fires in the triple.
3-point field goal.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson.
That's his first personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Turner inside. The 3, James. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. George left side. Outside Johnson. And there's the drive. Oh, and Turner with a block.
I'll tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for t-shirt time.
Here's George. Just 5 on the clock. Over James. George outside. It's stolen by James. And they're running. Kicks it out to Siakam. Pure from 3-point range. Siakam's got 5 points.
Well, you love the confidence from Pascal Siakam. Ready on the catch, rise and fire. Nicely done.
Here's James. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Cavaliers on top, leading by 7. And we'll get things
started. Ladies and gentlemen, your son, Dancer.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats. Cleveland.
Their frenetic defense has been impressive, putting ball handlers on the defensive and turning them over as well.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've caused, getting a lot of their offense straight off their defense.
Nice shot by Turner.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Pass to James. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's Mobley. Now Gobert. Pass to Mobley. Clock at 4. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake. And it's always fun to see a defensive powerhouse like Evan Mobley. He savors any chance he gets to affect a shot or totally shut down an opponent.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, when speaking about LeBron James, Commissioner Adam Silver said he's certainly one of the league's hardest workers, which has as much to do with the success of his career as anything else. Also, off the court, it's incredible what he's done. He is a marvel in so many ways, but it all comes back to his focus and his dedication.
Thanks, Allie. Well, when you look at Mobley's collegiate stat line, blocks definitely jump out at you. He averaged almost 3 a game.
Well, B.A., he obviously knows how to use all of his reach, but I'm sure he'll have to make some adjustments. To be as effective here in the NBA.
Three-point field goal.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
George outside. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Stolen by Siakam. For the finish. Oh, okay then.
Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
Siakam.
To the left side wing. Here's George. James with the block. It's a one-on-one situation. Anthony in the post. He has 6. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Oh, that could easily have been a three-point play. A little contact, Melo still goes right to it.
Paul into the lane. Shot to stop the run. There's the block. And pushing it up is Cleveland. The Cavs again in transition. Back to James. James double teamed. And there's a 3-second violation.
Phoenix ball.
Up top, Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Good work there as it goes. Well, Grant, your dad played pro football. You think that players who grew up around pro sports have an advantage?
Yes, B.A. Obviously, being around a professional athlete, understanding the dedication, the sacrifice, the work that goes into it, really, I think, helped me at an early age as I was developing in a different sport.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Vucevic. From behind the arc. The shot's good on the assist by James. Vucevic has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. The kick out to Paul. Another 3 for Phoenix.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is buried down on the rack like that.
Pass to George. It's stolen by James. It's Beal on the wing. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's Washington. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
To the middle. It's stolen by James. Washington left side. Out to Beal. Paul with a steal. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Picked by Vucevic. Beal from outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. And after this game wraps up, they're off to New York to take on the Knicks. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip.
OG Anunoby, because of his athletic ability, can be special in the open floor. Nice finish there.
Pass to Vucevic. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Vucevic has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
23 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And here's Paul. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with the bucket.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Now James. Oh, George with a steal. It could go. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers ending the quarter up 10. Great team defense on Paul George. They're limiting what PG is doing out there. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. James attacking. And slam dunk by James.
I mean, the tremendous athleticism. And LeBron James, if he's in front of you on a drive, step out of the way.
First team foul.
Driving in. Changes up. Paul. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Paul's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
Tipped. Back to Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Assist from.
This guy knows where everyone is at all times. LeBron James makes the spectacular assist routine.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go. And dominating at a mid-major university. Some scouts question Siakam's level of competition during the 2016 draft process, especially since his numbers were so good.
That's good from Paul. Also affecting Siakam's draft stock, huh? He was 3 or 4 years older than many of his peers.
Well, what's interesting is that player evaluation has become such a science. But sometimes the variables can lead you astray, and you have to go by the eye test. Siakam was in that cohort.
The shot by James, no good. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
KBA, the Cavaliers steadily rebuilding since LeBron's departure. Their win percentage has climbed season over season. Coach Bickerstaff said, quote, development takes time, patience, and understanding. But there's a clear vision of the process that we go through to become champions once again.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Murray. And that's good from 17 feet. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
It presents all sorts of problems when Murray's mid-range game is working. It gets the D scrambling. They got to get a body on him everywhere he goes.
Here's George. Oh, sweet move. Three-pointer, Anthony. That one doesn't drop. And Phoenix the other way now. George with it. Siakam covering. Pass to Mobley. Now Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got 8 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside Murray. There's the drive. A good look from Turner. Clock at 6. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
Okay, Miles Turner going to the mid-range. Money in the bank for that guy.
Pass to Mobley. Double by Turner. The kick out to Paul. Over Murray. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his first.
Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
Paul hits them both. Well, Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard, and he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
Siakam the screen. Here's Murray. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Outside Paul. Here he goes. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Over to the wing. Three-pointer, Anthony. Drops in the three.
3-point field goal.
11 points in the game.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
To the paint. Here's Mobley. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. To the right side. Turner for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And just one bucket away from a double-double.
A terrific effort. He's made such a big impact.
Paul. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his third personal foul.
It's on LeBron James.
Well, for Chris Paul, the ability to dribble, drive, and draw contact has been one of the defining characteristics of his game. There is an absolute certainty that when Chris Paul stops playing basketball, he will be in Springfield in the Hall of Fame. Wherever he's been able to play, he has been able to thrive.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And with Paul, after some injuries early, he changed how he went about his offense.
Well, you think about him coming out of college, he was very solid athletically. Still good in that department, obviously. But the vast majority of his success comes from one of the best IQs and knowledge of the game that we've ever seen.
Pass to Paul. Driving inside. Paul draws the double. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Murray for three. Hits the trifecta. Murray's got 5.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Paul shot is off.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Murray for 3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
3-point field goal.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Anthony.
Well, there is the defensive anchor of this team, Rudy Gobert, wreaking havoc on the defensive end.
And so it's the Cleveland. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And it's Phoenix's ball, trailing by 17. George with it. Down low. Oh, stolen by Turner. Fast break, Cleveland. And there's James from the arc. And no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Pass to Gobert. Back to George. Here's Johnson. He's covered by Siakam. It's Johnson with a drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers. You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Out to the right wing. George outside. 5 on the clock. Back to Gobert. Pass to Mobley. The 17-footer. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And after this game wraps up, they're off to New York to take on the Knicks. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row.
First team foul.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Johnson. With the drive. Here's Mobley. 6 on the shot clock. Murray brings the double. And Mobley gets it to go.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
So it's the Cavaliers now. Lets it fly from 18. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Murray's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Pass to George. And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Anthony. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And they get it back. Chalk up 2 there. Here's Murray. Pulls it from 20. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
We've seen them make the extra effort defensively, rotating, closing out airspace, and sending shots back.
And not to mention all the steals they've piled up. They've gotten after it defensively.
3-point
He
field goal.
drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Gobert. Anunoby on the wing. George outside. Here's Mobley. Siakam with the defensive effort. James left side. Takes the 3. Siakam no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
From deep, Johnson. And the 3-pointer goes. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
It's blocked by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
Inside. Here's Turner.
Miles Turner.
And then Turner with the dunk.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
George hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Cavaliers.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for LeBron James.
That's his first
Well,
personal
unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
54 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Anthony. Gobert with the double. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep.
Carmelo
Buries
Anthony.
it from 3. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Now here's George. From deep. They grab their own miss. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. From deep 3-point range. And they recover it. Outside Johnson. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot of...
We shake the room. She wanna fuck with the brew. She knew we shake.